Recently, I hosted a photography workshop, and right before that, I got the brand new Westcott FJ800 and the FJ400 Mark II in, and I was super excited to get in and really try this thing. Now, with the weather in Wisconsin being about negative 20 degrees outside, I wasn't able to do much outside with it yet, but I really wanted to see the versatility of that FJ800 in both indoor and outdoor locations. In this video, I'm going to show you a little bit of a couple different setups that I had throughout this workshop, and I put the FJ800 to the test in both indoor and outdoor locations. Now, like I said, I do have videos that will be made soon as the weather starts cooperating here in Wisconsin, but for now, enjoy this video of a mixture of both indoor and outdoor location here in Northeast Wisconsin. I am here with the brand new FJ800 by Westcott, and I thought this would be a perfect place to test this as one of my workshops. I am here at Venue 404, and I have the 800 with the beauty dish, with the Manny Ortiz beauty dish, and a grid. It is just bright as bright can be because, as you can see, there is a bright sunlight coming in behind. So what I want to do is I want to put Matthew up here and be able to front light him. And with this 800 watt light, I really feel like it's going to be powerful enough. So I'm testing as I shoot. I have not shot this yet, so what you see is what I see as we go. So with that being said, I have a Sony a7R IV Sigma 35mm f1.4 lens. Right now, I am pretty much going to be as high as I can get it. Let's try 1/4000 for shutter speed. ISO is 100, and I'm gonna try the flash at about 6.0 and see how it works. So Matthew, what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you come up here, hand on the railing, kind of middle step, like you're coming down the stairs. So I had to do a quick battery change, get this ready, but like I said, 35mm f1.4, 1/4000. The light is at 6. We're gonna take this shot with that natural backlight coming in, and we will get something like that. So it's close to where I want it, but I want that light to be brighter. So let's go ahead and bump that all the way up to full power and see how it looks there. And there we go. Now it is really bright and overpowering. So let's go ahead, let's just max it out. 1/8000, f1.4, ISO 100. And let's make a banger right like this. Boom. We got that blue light coming in from the sky behind it. We have the light lighting Matthew up. I mean, this is just chef's kiss. Let's go ahead and take one more. Bring your head over towards my light. You got a watch on? No? Okay. Look at that. Woo, I'm gonna come up, get a nice tight one here. Look at that. You're able to bring in all of that bright blue sky, properly lighting him up. Now, it is 20 below zero here in Wisconsin, so I'm not taking it outside. But just imagine if you were outside in front of a building or with the blue sky and it's just bright as bright can be. This is a win in my book. I have Raina back here. Raina is a lovely, lovely friend and model of mine from Chicago, and she came up for this workshop. So I want to do another photo. Super bright light coming through the window behind her. You pretty much can't see me because of the exposure, but I have that FJ800 with the Manny Ortiz beauty dish and the grid. Right now I'm gonna actually have you kind of standing like right about here. So, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that light coming in from behind. Camera settings are at 1/8000 for shutter speed. That way I get all of that blue and the building behind coming through. And then we have f1.4 for that narrow bokeh, ISO 100, and that flash power is at full power, the Manny Ortiz with the grid on it. So we're gonna just really work with that lighting in the background and see if we can really get it to come through. Right about, one more step forward, right there. That light should hit where it's at right here. We are good to go. The light is fanning off for a little bit, it's not directly at her. And we will go ahead, I have the wrong lens on, so we're gonna pretend that I don't. And we will go ahead and pop that shot like this and get something just absolutely amazing like you're seeing on the screen right now. Let's go one more here. So you can see just that light coming through. You can see the building across the street, but it's blurry because of that 1.4, and it just looks really, really fantastic. I could even probably turn that light down just a little bit. Let's go to like 8.5 with it. Get the shot here. Nice and crispy right there, look at that, that's a banger. So like I said, this FJ800 is just a powerhouse. We're inside, but I'm trying to get creative with these videos. That way you can see what the power does with that lighting behind. Now, if I wanted to, I could drop down to something like let's go like 1/800. Let's drop the light pretty much all the way down to show that we can still bring in some of that natural light too and get something, a little mixture of both. So we'll go ahead, bring that up to, let's try 4.5. A little bit more, let's just go to 5. And we got something that mixes the bright light up front with the 800 with the natural light in the background.
Well, what's going on? I want to pause real quick and say that I hope you're liking this video. Did you know that 95% of the views on my channel come from non-subscribers? So the odds are you probably aren't subscribed. So first things first, thank you for spending a little bit of your time learning with me. And second, if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because that would be amazing. Also, before we get back into the video, are you a photographer and you want to go full-time but you don't quite know how to do it? Well, I've created a free video called the PhotoHustlers Blueprint. In this video, I give you the 3 strategies that I use to launch and run my photography business every single day without worrying about going broke in the process. So if you're ready to ditch your 9-to-5 and be your own boss, then check out the PhotoHustlers Blueprint. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description, so make sure you check it out. But first, let's get back into the video.
We have Veronica here. We just got finished doing a workshop. It was fantastic, but now we're going to do some stuff outside. Now, let me tell you, it is about 25 below zero here in Wisconsin. So it might be a quick video and my nose is already freezing up. I can feel it, but we're gonna get this on and we're gonna make some bangers with the FJ800 initial first outside shoot with it. Let's go. Negative 20 degrees, like I said. We are outside. Veronica's killing it in this pretty much nothingness dress. With the wings, these are Homespun Heart wings. Shout out to everybody at Homespun Heart for having amazing stuff. But I just took one test fire and this thing is already just blowing my mind. I have the deep reflector on it with a grid facing her. And what I'm doing is I'm actually going to make sure that the sun is not being my light source, because the way the sun is setting right now, it could be mistaken as the light source. I don't want it to. So I'm gonna actually come over here and I'll have you come this way and kind of shoot over my shoulder. And what I wanna do is I wanna make sure that lion's in there. I want that sun hitting the library here. And we will just take a test fire before I have her get that blanket out of there. And you can see that we need to do a little bit of adjustments, but it is going to look absolutely amazing when I get it set up. Okay, so we got all the pearl on. I'm going to try to get the lion in there as well. So what I want to do is I want to get pretty far back here and get that shot. I need to move my light just a little. It's just hitting kind of the side of her here. Because I have that grid, that 30-degree grid on it, it is pretty much a pin spot here. But it is very windy, very cold, and we're getting very much bangers here. Coming up a little bit closer, you're gonna get those columns in the background. We don't want them growing out of her head. And we want something like that. Wow. So what is allowing me to do this, where are you? Sorry. So what this is allowing me to do is make sure that that sun is just really lighting up the building, and then I focus on lighting her with this 800, and it is just blending so well over here. Wow. That's what I'm talking about right there, girl. Woo! Yeah. I like that pose. If you could go up into that again. One more time. Wow. So you can just see what this thing is allowing me to do, just the power. I mean, it's bright out here. Now we are kind of in the shade just a little bit where we're at, but that sun is super bright. So now what I'm gonna actually have you do is we're actually gonna go up near the lion just a little. Actually, you could probably just move around to this side by the lion. So here's the thing is I'm mixing light with sunlight, natural light, off-camera flash, a little bit of everything, and getting A very, very nice mixture. Now I would ideally like to throw another light on that lion, but it's okay. It's looking good. So as you can see, I still got some of that sunlight coming through on the backside on those pillars, lighting up those pillars, but it allows us to really light her up. This FJ800 is seriously going to change the way that I photograph on sunny days. Overpowering the sun, it's really no problem anymore with something like this. Highly suggest getting one and trying it out. If you can get to a workshop or a conference where they are, try them out. I think it's gonna change everything, having something bright and powerful like this. Thank you for watching. If you wanna continue learning with me, consider hitting this video right here, checking it out. I think it would help you out a lot. YouTube algorithm also thinks so, because that's why it was suggested for you. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. I need hot chocolate and a fire and maybe set myself on, I don't know. So I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.